Hello, friends. We are going to be looking at Greek roots. Now, what is a root? It's going to be a base in which we can add prefixes and suffixes in order to create a word. When you hear a root, it's usually not a standalone word. And what I mean is it won't really make sense by itself. It needs to have parts added to it in order to make sense. Now, I have the picture of the tree here. A tree's roots go deep into the ground. That's where it gets its strength and helps it to stand and can withstand wind and rain. Our roots in our language go way back in time. And so we're looking specifically at the Greeks and what they passed to us through their language onto ours. All right, first word we're going to look at is scope. Now let's analyze this word. It can be either scope with the magic E on the end, or it might be scop. Just depends on what we add to it. Now, do you have any background knowledge? Have you ever heard of scope before? All right, scope means to watch and to see. And maybe as you were thinking about the word scope, you thought about a hunter, and he will have a scope on his gun to be able to see better. Also, doctors use scopes, and they can put a scope into the body and go see what's happening on the inside of the body. Here's my favorite scope. It's a golf scope. Golfers will use this to see, all right, how far do I have to get to the hole? And then it'll help them determine which club to use as they're golfing. Our next Greek root is Tella. Now, let's do an analysis of this word. It looks like an open syllable, Tele. It's usually pronounced with a schwa pronunciation, Tella. Now, do you have any background knowledge on Tella? Have you seen this before? Have you heard of this Greek root before? I'm guessing you have. All right, telephone is usually the first word that comes to mind. Tella means distant. When I talk on the telephone, I'm talking to someone who is very far away. All right, pirates used a telescope. They call them spy glasses in order to see far away. So if I add together Tella with scope, it means to see or watch at a distance. Next Greek root, micro. All right, a quick analysis of this word. This is a two-syllable word, and it breaks right after the I. So I have two open syllables, my-cro. All right, background knowledge. I'm sure you've heard of micro before. All right, microwave and microphone. Micro means small. With a microwave, there are small electromagnetic waves going through that microwave to heat up your food. A microphone is an instrument for small sounds. If I add micro with scope, it means to see or watch something small. What about microscopic? And this is where the word scope drops its magic E and just becomes a closed syllable, scop. So my O is a short vowel sound, microscopic, meaning something so small it can only be seen with a microscope. Okay, so our three Greek roots today are scope, Tella, micro.